Johan Oviedo going for the Pirates this afternoon. Pirates trying to make it 2 in a row over these Mets. Going to work against New York.
And Nimmo clocks one into right field for a base hit, so he came right back with the slider after missing with it, and Nimmo slams a base hit to lead off the game for the second straight day. So here's Francisco Alvarez, 1 for 5, drove in a run last night, 5 RBIs in his last 3 games.
Pops him up out to first base. Santana has it. Like McNeil, there are 5 who will bat left-handed against Oviedo in the Mets lineup. Rolled to third. Double play. Andrew McCutchen is coming up for the Pirates. He's 1 hit shy of 2,000.
McCutchen 1 for 4 last night. His infield single gave him 1,999 hits in his career. Going to become the 291st player in Major League history to rack up 2,000 hits. Senga looking for a bounce-back start today after a rough go of it Sunday against the Blue Jays in his first start on regular rest. And McCutchen skies one to shallow center. Nimmo got a late break, but he'll get there in plenty of time. And he puts it away, 1 out. Brian Reynolds hammers one on the ground, 2 hopper to McNeil, and Senga's got the first 2 outs. Here's Connor Joe hitting 3rd in the order, and he hits one sharply through the hole. And Joe, jumping on a first pitch fastball, has the Pirates' first hit. There goes Joe, first pitch, throw by Alvarez from his knees, and he got him. Side retired. Good tag by Guillorme. Alvarez guns down Joe.
Lindor, who also homered for New York yesterday, out toward the notch. Reynolds goes a long way for that one. Lindor retired to start the second. Warm round of applause for Starling Marte. And he strikes him out.
Another good slider. That one's even harder right there. And again, it looks like a fastball right off the bat, but that's it.
Beatty up to first. Oh, short hop picked nicely by Santana, and Beatty still standing in the batter's box. Nice couple of innings for Oviedo.
Carlos Santana. That's grounded past Beatty and into left field, and Santana's got a leadoff hit. Beatty playing way off the line, and Santana took advantage. Jack Sawinski, who hit the ball awfully hard last night. And he hits a double play ball right at McNeil. The turn by Guillorme just in time to get Sawinski, who was hustling down the line. 4-6-3 double play, 2 out. Here's Key Brian Hayes. And he struck him out on 3 pitches, got him on the fork ball in the dirt. Alvarez collects it and makes the toss. First strikeout of the day for Senga. Tommy Pham leads off the third and hammers one to the gap in left center field. Headed back toward the wall, and it hits in that triples alley at 410. And Pham pulls in at second with a double. He hit it to the deepest part of the ballpark. That's out in almost any other direction at PNC Park. But Pham, who's been swinging a hot bat, has a leadoff double.
Guillorme was called up yesterday with Pete Alonso hitting the injured list. Bunt likely off now with 2 strikes on him and a fly ball to center. Might be deep enough. Pham will tag, and he'll advance anyway on that fly ball to center by Guillorme. 1 out. The infield drawn in for the number 9 hitting Mark Canha. The 2-2. Got him. Right at the bottom of the zone. Canha strikes out.
Nimmo hits one toward the hole. That's a base hit, and that'll bring in the game's first run. Flared it to the left side just beyond the reach of Hayes. Pham comes in to score, and it's 1-0 New York.
Brian Hayes playing in on Nimmo and maybe thinking that he tried the 2-out bunt after a few pitches of the at-bat. That's the difference right there in being able to get that base hit and an RBI.
That is the second out. Jason DeLay hitting at 301. And the C2 gets a BB. Base on balls. And that will bring up Andrew McCutchen. Ball 4. That was an easy take for McCutchen. So 2,000 will have to wait. Back-to-back 2-out walks. Not close. A cutter riding away. 3 straight 2-out walks for Senga. The Pirates have loaded the bases for Connor Joe.
And Joe hits one in the air to center field, chasing Nimmo back to the warning track right at the fence. He makes the leaping catch right as he hits the 399 mark. Brandon Nimmo does it again. He robbed a home run for Senga last start, and he saved him 3 runs by jumping up against the center field fence to rob Connor Joe of an extra base hit.
Here's Jack Sawinski, who hit the ball really hard, but right at the second baseman, McNeil. 3-2 from Senga. checks and takes in the dirt. Ball 4, appeal, no, says third base umpire Lance Barksdale. Well, Senga finally able to keep Brian Hayes out. He struck him out in the second. But Hayes up there now with one down here in the fourth. Down a runner, the Pirates.
A little bouncer out to Canha. It should be an out at second. No, they're going to say that he never had it. Or did it come out on the exchange? Did he possess the ball? If so, there's an out at second. Guillorme does not have the ball in his hand or trap it in his glove or squeeze his glove.
He never did. He was just trying to get it out as soon as possible, and it never closed the glove at all.
So now first and third with one out for Bay. Guided towards second, past McNeil. The Pirates tie the game. And the Mets miscues here in the fourth afford the Pirates a run.
When it rains and pours for these Mets, and they're finding all kind of ways to give up leads. And, again, this ball's an in-between hop to McNeil. He tries to take a drop step to play it off, and it just scoots up underneath the glove. You can see his frustration right there on a double play ball.
So 2 errors in the inning for New York.
They're giving him an intentional walk. Guillorme hasn't had a lot of those. 2 out, 2 on, 2-2 to Canha.
And he slams one toward the gap in right center, cutting across Sawinski. He won't get there. It rolls to the warning track. In to score is Marte. Guillorme right behind him. He will score. Mark Canha with a 2-run double to put the Mets in front 3-1. What a big hit for Canha. Lifted to face Moreta. Got a bad call on the previous pitch and slammed one to the gap to drive in 2.
That's a great job by Mark Canha. He knows he's going to get another slider. He's measured it a couple times patiently. Gets it, and that one is Ronnie was talking about that tumbling spin. But that one stayed up in the strike zone, a place that Canha could get to it, split the gap.
We go to the 8th inning. Mets leading at 3-1. Senga did not allow an earned run over 7 innings. Looks like he might be done. Meanwhile, former Met Colin Holderman will come on to pitch for the Pirates. Face his former minor league backstop, Francisco Alvarez.
Alvarez clubs one to deep left field. Back goes Reynolds, back near the wall, and it's out of here. Francisco Alvarez clears the left field wall for his 12th home run of the year. And the Mets add to their lead. It's now 4-1 New York. The power of Francisco Alvarez, 12 home runs and 136 at-bats. And he does it against the former Met Holderman to stretch the Mets lead to 3.
That was impressive. That was an impressive at bat.
So 2 strikeouts in the inning for Perdomo, and now Canha, who has the biggest hit of the day. Bam still with that huge lead, and now he's running. The throw by delay to second, and he's safe. 1-2. Out to right field toward the gap, and that's down for a base hit. It beats Joe and goes to the wall. Canha's second double of the day drives in Pham to make it 5-1 New York. 3 RBIs for Mark Canha.
Comes in a little bit from Perdomo because of the side, that 3/4 arm angle. Canha does a great job staying right in there. Level swing, drives it to the gap.
Pham steals the base, scores the run. Mets now with a 4-run lead. Adam Ottavino trying to close this game out for New York.
Gave up a couple of runs in those last 2 appearances. Looked a little ragged, looked a little tired. He's got now 2 days rest.
Mets trying to snap a 7-game losing streak. 3 outs from doing that. Brian Hayes will lead off. And he struck him out with a sweeping slider. There's the first out in the bottom of the ninth. Now Ji-Hwan Bae, who's 0 for 3 today, golfed in the air to shallow center, and on comes Nimmo. He had to hit the ball, otherwise it would have hit him in the knee. 2 out. So the Pirates are down to their final out. And now Tucupita Marcano, who's got 0 for 3 today.
And it's hit sharply, but right at McNeil. And the ball game is over. The Mets finally put an end to their losing streak after dropping 7 in a row. Great starting pitching from Senga. And the Mets, with clutch hitting by Mark Canha late in the game, defeat the Pirates 5-1.